Hello folks, this is Jolt583, and today we will be looking at Leo Castle Forest Ambush, ages 5 to 12, set number 70400, 90 pieces. And on the back here we have just a few things you can do. It's what's designed for the set. Alright, so let's open this up and see what we got. Alright, and as for pieces here, we have a few maybe new parts, but a lot are actually fairly new to me. First up are these two shields. One having a lion head with a crown, the other one having a red dragon head. I'm not sure if I have this kind of shield, this design. I would say these are some good shields and they're a good add to anyone's arsenal. Next up are these two swords. We've had a bunch of different short swords and long swords over the years, but I think this is actually a new design for them. Normally it would just be, you'd have the blade, you'd have a plain handle, and the handguard would look just like the handle almost. So as you can see, they actually have a lot more detail now. The handle actually looks like it has a piece of rope or something to help with grip, and the handguard actually looks like a decent handguard. Now these I'm pretty sure have already existed somewhere, but I'm not fully sure. I think these might be used in carrot pieces, but I'll have to double check that. Again, these are new to me, and they look pretty good. Yeah, a little extra vegetation. Eat your greens. Here's one that's been out for a while. A green apple. First one of these I've gotten my hands on. This is the first time I've been able to find one of these in a fairly cheap set. The only method of connecting it to anything is just the stem there. There's no hole in the bottom, which granted it does make it look more like an actual apple. It would probably hinder the design a lot if they actually had to put in a hole in there. But it does have the handle you can use, the stem you can use for a handle. So that's pretty good too. And here we have, not quite sure what to call this. What to call a cross beam, like a 90-degree cross beam or something. Yeah, I haven't had one of these before. I don't know if they're new or not. But I'm actually glad to have one of these. There were many times in the past where I actually could have used something like this. Alright, and here's the first knight we're going to look at. As you can hear, he has a helmet, which protects his head, nose, the sides and back of his neck. He gets to hold one of the swords. Actually, he's the only person to hold the sword. The other sword is actually an extra. As for a face, he has a kind of a quizzical look with some sideburns and a mustache. He could probably use a shave. On his chest we have a kind of a metallic paint for armor. A picture for crown on top of it. A chain belt. On the back here we have the rest of the belt and the rest of the armor. And here's the second knight. This one actually has a bit of a, well, more of a hat. He's got one big rim that goes around his head, probably for deflecting arrows coming from above. He's got a bit of a chin strap as well for the rest of the head. He comes with one long spear, or a pike. I can never remember what that's called. As for detailing, he has some painted on chainmail, a bit of plate mail around the neck, a leather belt with a belt buckle that has a picture of a crown on it, blue sleeves just like the previous guy, and on the back is the rest of the belt and more chainmail. Alright, and here we have one of the villains here. As you can see, he's decked out in mostly red and black. He has a black helmet similar to the first knight, except this one does not protect his nose, just his head and his neck. He's armed with a flail, handle, chain, and a spiked ball at the end. For detailing, we have mostly a kind of a plated chainmail, just a plain old belt, and a shield that has a picture of a dragon's face on it. And on the back we have some more of the plate mailing, as well as with 3 belt straps. And for his head we have kind of grizzled, again, another guy needs to shave. He has a chipped tooth and a very kind of a stern, mean look. But unlike the other knights, the 2 black knights have 2-faced heads. This one, same needing to shave look, still with the scraggly beard, but now with a worried and slightly fearful expression. Of course, it's only fitting that the villains would be 2-faced. And here we have the second evil warrior. Like the first one, this guy's decked out in mostly red and black. As for weapons, he has a shield with a dragon symbol on it, the one I mentioned before. And he has, I'm going to say it's a polearm, but it's definitely some kind of long-handled axe. His helmet is the exact same as the first good knight, except this one's in black. As for detailing, it's about the same as the first evil knight, but it has some of the chain plate mail, except this one has a metal collar and a actual kind of a shield over the sternum. And he has, it looks like a metal belt. As for the back, we have a lot of clasps, and okay, I am really wishing that I had a better camera right now, because clasps on this thing I don't think are coming up. But yeah, it's very detailed, very intricate back here. This guy has mutton chops and a kind of a fiendish smirk. And also, like the other knight, he has two faces. Again, same mutton chops, same eyes, but the mouth is more concerned. And the last little minifigure we have here is this little dog. Not really sure what breed it's supposed to represent, but it's a dog. It's mostly a tannish brown, eyes, little nose, and got some black fur on the face. Could be armor, I'm not sure. Yeah, just very well detailed. He's kind of in the middle of walking and standing, tail hanging down. Not too excited about things, just living life as life goes. Just a nice little dog. And here we have the wagon the two good knights carry around. As you can see, it has two flags, one blue and one gold. He carries a chest that opens up, contains a golden chalice, 6 gold coins, and 3 gems. That thing was a pain to get closed. It also holds a shield for either the two good knights to use. Same lion head shield. 2 large wheels, a handle for pulling. That's all I can say about it. It is fairly well. It seems a little bare bones. Most of the work did go into the final part of the set, which is this very well made ambush scene. And here he has some shrubbery here. Small tree, I'm guessing, or again, just could be a shrub. An actual tree has 3 leaves on it and an apple hanging off. Crossbow, a small cannon-like thing. On the back here we have another shot for the crossbow cannon thing. And the gimmick for this here is you take this tree and it falls down. Why, I'm not fully sure, but it falls down. And you just take it right here and push it back up. See, I think most of the work did go into this base hideout thing. Down here you have some bricks acting as tree trunks or something. Gray bricks for stone. Then you have this tree with an apple for extra detail. I really like this. A lot of work, I think, really went into this. Even the method of connecting it, technically you don't need it, because this piece actually just plugs right into that brick just fine. But the fact that I add this little piece right here, this little stem for roots or whatnot, that's just a nice touch. Unnecessary, but well appreciated. And that is Lego Castle Forest Ambush. I got this set for about $12 at Target. There are quite a few difficult to find pieces, and a couple of them even have extras. So I do recommend picking this up if you can. Good weapons to add to anyone's arsenal. Good armor as well. At the very least, the detailing on the 2 black knights really add a lot to this set, in my opinion. But yeah, all in all, it's just a very good set. A lot of good pieces. Some rare, some common. And it comes with a dog. I don't even know why, it just comes with a dog. Thank you folks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.